Okay, afternoon guys, welcome back to the cook along. We've had a few weeks off, over the summer and stuff. We're back now, gonna have you every single week. I have to turn this down because it's seriously like steamy in here. Right, today we're gonna make some chicken noodles by request of Kira. So nice one Kira, I listened to you, we're doing it. Most of you have had the stuff delivered this morning. If you haven't, what we've got here in front of us is a couple of chicken breasts, some broccoli, some carrots, some mushrooms, a leek, some garlic, ginger, chilli, some cashew nuts, and some soy sauce, a little bit of oil, and some noodles. Okay, so first thing you need to do is get your boiling water going. So I've got that going here already. Take the noodles. I've got rice noodles today, which is slightly different to the noodles you got, but it all works the same. Pop your noodles into the water, boiling, and just let them tick away for a couple of minutes, and then we're going to take them off the heat. Whilst we're waiting for the noodles, I'm just going to turn that up a little bit. Whilst we're waiting for the noodles, take your chicken now. It's really important that you use a different colour board, or a different board at least, to chop your chicken and what you're going to chop your vegetables, because of cross-contamination. Chicken can make you really sick if it's, eaten raw, not cooked. I'm going to put some gloves on so that I can handle it and not have to go and wash my hands, just because I'm trying to do this in one take because I'm terrible at editing. If any of you want to edit my videos for me, you can. But we're going to do this in one go. I'm going to show you how quick we can make these noodles. I reckon it'll take us about 15 minutes in total. So, got the chicken breast here. I'm just going to slice it into nice, thin little strips, okay? So get your chicken breast sliced up nice and thin. That water's really going now. So looking at sort of 1/2 centimetre thick strips, so like so. And this will mean that when we cook it in the wok, or if you've got a frying pan, that'll be fine, then it will cook really quickly, and it's a much less chance of you poisoning yourselves. Okay, so that's one lot chopped, and then the second one, you've all got 2 breasts. This should feed like 3 or 4 people easy, the amount of stuff you've got there. Okay, so keep going across those. Get that chopped. Nearly there. Okay, that's my chicken chopped. I'm going to put that to one side. We're going to come back to that in a minute. Whilst we're waiting for the noodles, we're going to put that knife down. It's important. Now at this point you need to go and wash your hands because you've been handling chicken. I'm going to take these off. Okay. Change my board. So I've got a new board here. And this is going to be to prep all my vegetables, alright? So we're going to start off with some ginger and some garlic. So you've got your ginger here. You just want to peel or slice the skin off the outside all the way around. Get rid of the little bits. So all the outside bits can go. And then you just want to slice that up. Slice it, if you want, you can just slice it into like matchsticks. So take your time. Don't try and do it as quickly as me. You can always pause the video. I've been doing this for a long time, so I do it quickly, and I realise you guys need to do it a little bit more slowly. So don't rush. Okay, so I'm just going to chop up this ginger, and then once you've got it into bits like that, I actually like to do the seesaw method, where you just go up and down with a knife, chop it into nice small pieces. This is going to give you banging flavour in your noodles. You might not like the raw stuff, but believe me, it goes down well. Okay, so that's my ginger chopped. Now we're going to go for the chilli. Now these little bird eye chillies we've given you, they are proper hot. 1 is probably enough for you. I like it hot, I'm going to go for 2. At this point, before I do that, those noodles now can just come off the heat and sit in the water and wait until we're ready to use them. Okay, so take those off the heat. At the same time, before we do your chilies, get a frying pan on, get a wok on, whatever it is you're going to use. Let's just hope that this actually works on here. I don't know if this pan's going to work. Is it? No. Right, I've got an induction hob here. This pan doesn't work, so if you bear with me 2 seconds, I'll be back with one that does. Okay, sorry about that. This pan will work. Okay, so we're going to get that nice and hot. Some oil in the pan. Okay, you're going to chop your chilli into nice fine pieces. You don't want big chunks of chilli. If you want to take the seeds out, you can. I leave them in because I like the heat. But the seeds are where the heat are. So I'm going to chop that chilli up. It's going to go there. And then we're going to go for some garlic next. So with your garlic, if you remember, you need to take it out of the bulb. So you get down to the cloves, like so. Okay, so I reckon 3 cloves of garlic will be enough for this. I'm going to go, yeah, 3 will be fine. Put the rest to the side. Put the garlic on the board, side of your knife, on top of the garlic, pop. Pop, and pop again. So you're crushing the garlic against the board of the knife, and that means it'll be really, really easy to peel. Okay, so I'm just peeling that now. Really simple. Okay. Alright. Garlic peeled. Seesaw method on that one as well. This is getting really nice and hot, this pan. Smoke coming off it. I'm going to turn it down. And we'll turn it back up when we need it. Once there's smoke coming off it, you know that your pan's hot enough to cook in. That's a really good sign. When you're stir frying, you want everything to be cooked really quickly. So that's cool. We're going to get everything else prepped before we start the cooking process. So next thing, carrots. I'm going to take, if you've got these baby carrots, maybe 3 of those. And if you just cut them sort of lengthways into thin strips, or you could just cut them into discs if you want. I kind of like them that kind of shape, so that kind of thickness. Yeah, something like that. The trick is with the stir fry to try and cut everything to be the same size so that when it fries it cooks evenly. If you've got massive chunks of carrot and then really thin bits of, say, mushroom, the carrot's going to take a lot longer to cook than the mushroom. So the idea is everything's cooked really fast and really quickly. Okay, 3rd carrot. You notice I'm not bothering to peel these or anything. It's a waste of time. Don't need to. Nothing wrong with carrot skin. Okay. Carrot's done. Got a few mushrooms here. Probably half of you don't like mushrooms, but I do. So I'm just going to cut those into slices. Again, the same thickness of as the carrot. Okay, 2, go for 4 of those. Okay, and that'll do, or maybe 5. I've got 5 on the board. Okay, carrots chopped, good. Right, now we've got broccoli. So if you're going to take broccoli head, take a head like that, you can see, and we're just going to slice it up into about 4. Again, the same thickness as the carrots and the mushrooms. It's a good way of getting like some decent veg in your stir fry or noodles. It's important to have your 5 a day, as you all know. That's not 5 fags a day. That's not 5 lollies a day or 5 energy drinks, but 5 fruit and vegetables. Yeah, so it might be alien to some of you, but give it a go. You'll live a lot longer. And then we've got these leeks as well. Take the top off. Okay. Get rid of that bit, and then from where it still starts to get white, again, just slice those into discs about the same thickness that you sliced everything else. And that is our veg ready. See, 2 minutes that took. Super healthy 2-minute dinner. Okay, next thing then, I'm going to get this heat up. So we're going to get your pan nice and hot again. And we're going to take the chicken you first had, and the ginger, and the chilli and the garlic. It's all going to go in at the same time. So ginger, chilli, garlic in to the pan. Hear that sizzle? Hear that moving? Get your windows open because the chilli might make your eyes hurt a little bit when it goes into the pan. If you follow that very quickly by some chicken, that will help because the moisture of the chicken will stop the chilli burning. Okay, so I'm going to cook that chicken through until it starts to look kind of like it's well, it's white all the way through at least. It's starting to char up a little bit, starting to look like it's cooked. Okay, so I'm going to cook that off. So get the soy sauce open, because soy sauce is what we use in, excuse me, brandy bottle. Soy sauce is what we use in Asian food for salt, okay? So this is going to add some sort of salt, which is always important. We're banging a bit of soy sauce in there with your chicken. Okay, keep cutting that round. Okay. If you've got your pan nice and hot, this will only take 2 or 3 minutes to cook. So literally ginger, chilli, garlic and chicken is going to make that chicken absolutely delicious. Oh, ginger, chilli, garlic and soy sauce. You're onto some winning chicken there, trust me. Okay, so fry that off. A couple more minutes. Keep stirring it round. You want to get the windows open or your extractor fan on for this, because it gets quite smelly really. Gets in your eyes. Okay. That chicken is done, but it's going to come out of the pan now. Put it onto a plate. Right, we're going to come back, we'll add that in at the end because we don't want to overcook it. Chicken breast will overcook very, very quickly and it'll taste horrible. Okay, so we're going to go back into the pan with a little bit more oil. And now, into the pan goes your cashew nuts. Okay, I'm going to toast those off a little bit. Get those going. You probably have some stuff stuck to the bottom of the pan at this stage. That's fine. We're going to, right at the end, we're going to use some of the water from the noodles to lift everything up and make it kind of all soft and delicious. Right, next in with the veg. So the leeks are going in, as are the broccoli, carrots and mushrooms. They're all going in. Lovely. Give them a little stir. Getting steamy in here. So get all that going round. And again, I'm going to help this along with a little bit more soy sauce. Okay? That's all good. Right. And they'll sort of sweat and fry, and we're waiting for the vegetables to start to wilt, to look like they're cooked. You know? Just keep stirring it. The idea of a stir fry is the pan's really hot and you're constantly stirring it. So you might want to get somebody to help you. You know, if you haven't prepped everything in time and you started cooking without all the prep, it's quite hard to manage. That's why I chopped everything before we started. Okay? So, we keep going with that. Right, at this stage I'm going to add a little bit of the liquid from the noodles, just to loosen everything up, and you'll see the bottom of the pan, all the sort of brown liquid will come up, and that's basically where the soy sauce is evaporated. You're just helping that to come back to life again. You don't want, nobody wants dry noodles. You always want to have a little bit of liquid in there, so don't be afraid of that. Okay, and that's just starting to cook down now, looking good. So you kind of want it to look something like that. Okay? Right. Cool. Next stage is going to add in the chicken again that you cooked before. So there'll be some juices that will come out of that on the plate. That's good. It's all flavour. Okay, so we're going to add the chicken back in now. Okay. Keep stirring. You should have a little bit of liquid in the bottom of the pan now. Everything's wilting down. Looking delicious though. And finally, get your noodles. If you've got some, you can strain these off with a sieve. I actually quite like to just use some tongs to get them in. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of the liquid in there as well to finish and work everything through. So we're going to just work those noodles into the liquid, and they'll keep soaking up some of that. But as I say, you don't want a really dry noodle dish. You want to have some juices in there. It'll make it so much more tasty when you come to eat it. Okay, so bring everything up to the boil. And we are pretty much done. It is that easy. I don't know how long this has taken, but it ain't very long. And big old bowl of nutrition right there. Who needs a Chinese takeaway? Right, that, my friends, is done. We'll turn the heat off. Get yourself a bowl. Again, tongs are really good for serving this because noodles sometimes are quite hard to lift, but let's get a little bit of everything. Your noodles won't break up quite as much as mine have because they are egg noodles. Let's get that all plated up in there. Right, a little bit more of the veggies. This is a good thing as well. If you get a little bit too little or too much of one thing or another, you can just use the tongs to make sure that everybody gets a portion of everything. And there we have it. Nice bowl of chicken noodles. Right. Looking forward to seeing your efforts, guys. Make sure that you get a photo, send it to me. I want to see what you've done. And I'll see you next week. If any of you want to comment, let me know what you want to cook next week. We can make it happen. Alright, nice one. See you later, guys.